stood me up. He told me, how, imagine God telling Moses to go to part the Red Sea, and even Moses asked God, what will I tell the people? Why did you not ask your principal? I could not explain to this man that I asked my principal. My principal told me to just go ahead and he was coming.
Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm super excited to have you watching this video. I have a beautiful friend and a colleague here doing this with me. So we're talking about advising new wigs. By the way, let me introduce myself in case you're watching my video for the very first time. My name is Mary. I'm a practicing lawyer in Nigeria. And on this channel, I share videos for laymen and also for lawyers. Do not forget, ignorance of law is not an excuse. Let me allow my beautiful friend to introduce herself.
I'm blushing. I'm literally blushing. Hi everyone. My name is Ruth Ikrigwe Solomon, an SME and startup lawyer here in Nigeria. I am the founder of Legal Root Solutions and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, thank you so much, Ruth. The way the way she pronounced her name most times, I'm only okay. Thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you for being here. I'm super excited to have you here too. Okay, we'll be talking about we'll be advising new wigs. Some lawyers were called to the Nigerian bar, the largest bar in Africa, and many of us, when we were called, we did not have the opportunity of somebody sitting us down, like, do it this way, do it that way. I think
the comfort of your room.
yes, I think there's no mentorship in the legal profession. I don't really know if it's really working because I'm not sure if there are platforms where you can just probably there are people doing it, but I'm not aware. So we are not serving as mentors for today. No, that's not the point. But we want to dish out some advice. Yes,
Advice.
so currently we're actually 6 years at the bar. So we're called I was called 12th December 2017. You also 12th December.
10 a.m. Are you
So we're
10
filming
a.m.
this
or
video
afternoon?
in the morning. Look at you. So we're filming this video 13th December. Today is 13, right?
14 actually.
14. Okay. So we are like 6 years and 2 days. So I want you to understand that we're not just making a video for the sake of having a content, but we're actually making this video out of experience. 6 years so far. Yeah, it's not that easy. So that's okay. So the first point I will be saying is you need to seek after experience more than money. Just hold on. I know you will be like, money is so important. I learned this profession is noble. Of course it is, but you just starting as a new wig. It's not always that easy. I was just in Ruth when I relocated, when I moved to Abuja, how rough the whole thing was. And today the story is not the same. I'm not yet there. Look at you. I'm not yet there, but I thank God. So my point is money will definitely come. But don't be all after no. I need to make a lot of money. I need to buy a lot of wigs. I need to buy a lot of good dresses and all of that. You need that because as a lawyer, before they'll come to your office and see how big your library is and all of that, or to check how brilliant you are, they actually check lawyer by the car they drive, the car we drive, how we look and all of that. Do you understand? But experience is more important. Ruth mentioned a point before we started recording that you cannot give what you don't have, which is
that could not have been.
so which is actually a principle of law. If you don't have that experience and you say you want money, how come? How do I want to come to you?
No, did you be that?
No. I was in court about 2 weeks ago, and the particular man I went for his case, he told me something like, while they actually briefed a lawyer initially, but the first day the lawyer came to court to appear for them, it's actually a criminal matter at the High Court. The man actually applied for bail orally, and the court was like, "How is that done? This is High Court." So the defendant in the dock, he told me something. He said he from that thing that happened that he just have this impression like, no, this man doesn't know the job.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me that you want to just get the money, you don't have the experience. How do you want to make the money? So, and it is important that if you're joining a firm, it is possible for them to allow you to do your partner practice. But at that time, you don't have much experience. So you still need to be more after experience. There are other ways you can make money that doesn't really need much experience. You can do CAC registrations. You can help people to draft agreements, memorandum of understanding, and all of that. But if you're all after money, like, no, 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 I just want to go and work with Templars. I just want to go and work in one SAN firm and all of that. You will not have that experience. No, don't get me wrong. Working with Templars, if I also have the opportunity, I would want to.
Of course.
So it is good. But my point is, at that places like that, like working with SAN now, you just be like, let me say, research assistant. You go to court for adjournment. You write record of proceeding and take record of evidence and all of that. It will be more than that as a new week, because SAN would definitely want to entrust the case file in your hand. No, but you can just help in doing research and all of that. But if you're not this firm that, if you're in a firm like that, it's not a bad idea. But my point is, if you're going there because you want to go and make, you want to get this large salary, it is actually, it will be a bad approach. So I've said it earlier. Yeah, it's a bad mindset. I've said it earlier. Like, you can be with a firm and probably you're not even paying up to 100. It's okay, but you can have opportunity to do other things and make money. So I don't know if you have something to add to this.
Okay, so I wanted to say that experience is actually can never be a disadvantage. It is always an advantage. Whatever you learn, you go with it. So even if they don't pay you, that experience that you have is with you, and that which you have cannot be taken from you,
Yeah.
and it can come in handy when you least expect it.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much, Ruth. And you see, some many people even be like, privilege is important. And they will say, as a matter of fact, you're learning from me. You're not even meant to be paid. Though I'm not.
In
I don't
support
belong
of
to
that,
that school of thought. No,
oh.
no, 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 no. Because as a lawyer, I also need money to do good, give
Ah.
to your parents and all of that. So that is that for my first point. Let's hear Ruth's point.
Mine would be confidence, right? And confidence is actually something that is important, not just for a lawyer, but for every human being. And I feel like if you're not confident, you're not going to actually be able to do much, because really life is about those who are bold enough to take the steps that they need to take, not really about those who are smart. So you can actually see a very smart lawyer, but it's not even earning very much. But there's one other lawyer that does not really, is not as smart as the other one. Maybe did not even get a 2-2 or a 2-1, but it's earning more. Really, it's about the confidence. I'm not saying you should package rubbish, but confidence is key. You got this. You've trained for 6 years for this. Like, you got this, okay? Forget the fact that you might not have been to court for 10 years or 5 years, but nobody should likely esteem you. Nobody should look down on you and call you a small lawyer because you were called to the bar yesterday. A lawyer is a lawyer, and the court recognizes you as a lawyer. And everyone throughout Nigeria recognizes this too. So do not despise your days of little beginning. Do not look down on yourself. Raise your head up with your wobbling legs, with your trembling feet, and your shaky hands, even with a trembling voice. Announce appearance, move the motion, and do all that's needful, and charge. Confidence even affects how much you charge.
Yeah.
Because if you do not have confidence, you would not see yourself as valuable, and you might want to charge very low. And once you charge low, people have a perception of you. This is a hungry lawyer. He doesn't know what he has, even if they know what you have. But when you charge, a good price, I'm not saying you should go all very jumpy or very high, but when you charge well, people can see that, what this person is giving me is value. So confidence is very important. I want you to know that you got this, you know it, you got this. Okay, so I think that's it.
Yeah. Thank you, Ruth. Let me just add a little to that. Confidence is very, very important in this profession, because there will be days that you will not be prepared for certain things and you just need to do it. Okay, last week I was in court and somebody made an application, and that will be the first time I'll be seeing someone make that kind of an application. So I was just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Thank God for smartphones. I had to pick up my phone and start researching. While he was still making his application, I was trying to research and all of that. So, if you find yourself in a situation whereby, okay, this thing you're about to do, you don't even know how to do it, being a new wig, you at least first, second year, you'll be faced with a lot of things. The parts that many new wigs will actually know, okay, how to move emotion, which is quite good. But there'll be other things that a part will just move an application and be like, what should be my reaction towards this? So just be calm. If you have, if the bar is quite full, you can just quickly ask a colleague, like, in situation like this, what can I, though facts of cases might be different, and that person may
Yes.
not even have the right, but you can still use your smartphone. Just have that confidence. Like the way Ruth have explained everything. If you're faced with a particular thing that you don't know how to do it, and you are at the point of you just need to do something, use your smartphone. Okay, so don't just be tempering like, okay, anxiety, like what do I do, what do I do, and always prepare for your cases.
You can even ask for adjournment.
Yes.
If
Or
it's
it's
something
that's
you
why
are
I
in your
stand
own.
down. Like
Yes.
my principal is not here and I'm not so much abreast with this case.
10 minutes stand down, 20
Yes.
minutes stand down. They'll be
The
laugh, but
judge,
they'll give you.
yes, the judge cannot be hungry like stand down. No, 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 I don't have time for that. They will adjourn the case. It's all well and good.
Yes.
Just make sure that probably you can get a short adjournment so that you
Yes.
wouldn't know how your principal will feel about it. So that
Yeah.
whatsoever you may do to come back and resolve it.
Yeah.
Okay. So just have that in mind. You can always, and another thing I think I wanted to mention initially is that there will be days that your senior colleague or your principal will be like, oh, Ruth, take this case file. I'll meet you in court tomorrow. And you'll be in court, you will not find out your
As
principal,
their
your
manner is.
you will not. So it is important for you whenever a case is being assigned, okay, you'll be going to this court tomorrow. Even if you're going with someone, always prepare. Ask question. What is this case about? What is the tomorrow? What is this slated for tomorrow? Do you understand? So that if that person is not there, you'll be able to handle it and you will
Talking
handle it
about
beautifully.
this.
And that will also affect your confidence because
Yeah.
you know what you're doing. So it is important, and also cultivate the habit of going to court early. It's just part of confidence to help you cultivate the habit of going to court early. Be in court at least 8:30. Court sits 9 o'clock or so soon thereafter, but be in court by 8:30. That way, the 20-30 minutes you'll be able to check the course list, prepare yourself. In some situation, you go to court, your matter will not be listed in the course list, so you can approach the registrar. I'm having this. The matter is for today and it's not listed here and all of that. So that's just to add to what
Exactly.
Ruth
I
just.
just actually remember this story that happened. So I think I was 7 then, and then my senior my senior colleague, where I was not, I was in a government parastatal, not a law firm. So my principal, let me just say, my principal told me to go to a court. He didn't give me file because some of these cases were doing pro bono, but some of them there was no file to it. He just told me, but he knew the fact of the case and everything. He just told me I should go. That, and the name of the party was, he couldn't even remember because it was legal aid. So we had so many cases and the lawyers were not many. So we could have like 10 cases in a day and then the next day again. So, and this one was in a lower court. My boss just told me, go to this court, wait there, I'm coming. I went. I was asking him what's the name. He said, just go, don't worry. I went to the course list. I only saw 2 names. I was like, and the names he told me are not here. And then the clients were not even speaking English. And I don't really speak Hausa. So there was no way I could communicate. All for them to now, when the judge came in, the judge, I was not even a lawyer, because it was a lower court. He was not even a lawyer. Now ask me, me, what am I here for? I say, me, I don't know the name of the party. So, oh, that was that experience. He finished me. He stood me up. He told me, how, imagine God telling Moses to go to part the Red Sea, and even Moses asked God, what will I tell the people? Why did you not ask your principal? I could not explain to this man that I asked my principal. My principal told me to just go ahead and he was coming. So it's very important though, because if I had known, I would have insisted for him to give me full disclosure of the case and then I will handle it. And it's not because I couldn't handle it, but because I felt he will come, let me just chill. So that was what happened. It was not a good experience at all.
Now I get you were expecting it to come.
Exactly now.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have to laugh that. I just really have to laugh.
I cried there. I cried. I went home. I was still crying. My principal was comforting me. Told me sorry. I was crying. I was crying. I thought I had made a mistake.
Wait. Let me ask you. How many lawyers? How many people were in court there? Because that's another thing. If you're just you, the judge, and few
people were in court, but there were not even many lawyers. Maybe just like 1 or 2 lawyers, but many
laymen.
Hey.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I just have to laugh.
I didn't like going to that court again because of that experience. This was like 7, when I was 7.
Thank you for sharing that anyway.
Yeah.
So the second point for me, I'll be talking about you building a good communication skills. It is important.
Yeah.
It's about, and I think it's even something everybody can resonate with.
Yeah.
Because while we're even at the university, they'll be like, lawyers they like big grammars and all of that. You know, people just feel that way and all of that. So you need to just build good communication skills. And I'm not saying you need to know some big vocabulary and all of that. That is not it. But you just need to know how to communicate very well. You need it during your client's briefing. You need this in courts, okay? And we'll be making another video about different niche in the legal profession that you can just do. So like us now, we are lawyers. I'm in litigation and I'm into real estate. And Ruth, you're into
Corporate law.
and what again?
Corporate law.
You're also a content. She's a
Content creation, yes.
Yes.
That one is it's not legal, sha.
But it's on legal aspects.
Yes.
Yes, it's on legal aspects. There are people that are actually doing that and they are not even doing litigation or corporate whatever again. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is you also need this communication skills. Like, okay, the way we're actually filming a video now. You understand? So it is important for you to build. I don't really have much to actually talk about on this. You already know as a lawyer, you just need to actually how to talk to your clients. Okay, how to talk to them, how to do your client's briefing and all of that. So about confidence the other time. So good communication skills is also another thing. You can't have confidence and you don't even know how to express yourself out there. So it is important both work hand in hand. So that is that for me. Let's hear from Ruth.
Okay, guys. So for me, I'd say my second point is proactiveness. Like, what did I say? Proactiveness. So while in school, one thing that my lecturer would say is a good lawyer, and I think it was Osita that also mentioned that in legal system, that a good lawyer must not know all the law, but he knows where to find it.
Yeah.
So proactiveness is key. Proactiveness, resourcefulness, they all work hand in hand, right? So for me, for instance, when a client comes to meet me and tell me, do you know this thing? My first answer is yes.
Of course.
I kid you not, whether or not I've heard it or not. Then we'll say, okay, what about this? As a smart person that I am, I will say, all right, can I call you back in 5 minutes? Can I call you back in 10 minutes? And I'm telling you, I kid you not, in 10 minutes I can get the answer. But if it is something that is way deeper than that, I'll tell you, don't worry, just give me time. Okay. So as a lawyer, sometimes someone might come to meet you and tell you, can you do this? Your first answer should not be no, it's not my thing. No, it's not my own, because the person might even call you for something else and might finally now do something else. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But because they don't know what you do, they just know you that you're a lawyer. So sometimes they'll come and meet you for litigation matter. You can give them an advice. You can tell them this because I've actually been in court for like 4 years plus before I started doing corporate law full time, because I was doing it together alongside with litigation and corporate law. But right now I'm in the boardroom and it's really cool in here. So back to what I was saying, you have to be proactive. Proactiveness means that you have to prepare for what will happen. Like if something comes up, what do you do? If something comes up that you least expected, what do you do? And I'm not just saying within the confines of the board in courtroom. I'm talking of even in your practice. Someone can just call you up and say, can you do this? Someone will just call me. Please, I need police clearance. Also, no problem. I can get it for you. I don't even know how, but I have someone I can call. I have someone I can ask, and now I now know it. I've added to my experience. That's how someone asked me, can you help us get export license? I'm like, okay, yes, I can. I walked up there. I got the information I needed. I helped them to get. Now I have done this for so many other people. So you have to just be proactive. You have to be thinking on your feet. You don't have to sleep on any opportunity. See, wake up and collect your money, okay? That's how your money will come. If you're not proactive, you're not going to make a lot of money in this profession. And seriously, don't be ashamed to say, you are doing 10 things at the same time. When you're starting off, you really do not even know where you stand unless you have already unless you have already defined it from day one. But most lawyers, while starting out, do not really know. And the truth is that we only know phases of our life in parts. So the more you do it, the more you will discover. And there is nothing wrong with it. All of these experiences build up to make you who you truly are. So be open, be proactive, learn, how to handle situations as they come. There are so many things. Now, handling a firm by myself, My practice has increased to times 200 because sometimes my team will just do something that I did not envisage. And I want all hell to lose. I'll just say, chill. What's the way forward? Always look out for the way forward instead of, just look out for the way forward. So I'll say proactiveness is key. It's important and you should have it.
Oh my! Thank you so much, Ruth. I think everybody can agree with me that Ruth is such a vibe.
Oh,
Oh my god! Thank you so much. So for me, my next point would be that you should be known for something, and
yeah.
we are already rounding off. So
Yeah.
I don't want you to stop watching from here. You still get to learn a little more, and we're about to rounding off, as I said earlier. So be known for something.
Yeah.
Don't be everywhere.
Mhm.
I know Nigeria, our legal the legal aspect is not that defined in Nigeria. Like the way people will ask you, let me will ask you, which aspect of law are you practicing? I'll be
General
like
practitioner.
general legal practice.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to tell you like I'm into criminal litigation and maybe you actually want me
Yeah.
to do something corporate that even though I don't have enough expertise, I can easily call Ruth and we'll share the brief, we'll share the
Exactly.
fee. Do you understand? So general legal
Doing
practice
nothing, but you still make money from it.
for the referral, of course.
Yeah.
You know, well, in this country, we don't have that thing like, okay, I'm an immigration lawyer, I am this, but you still need to be known for something.
Yeah.
I was telling Ruth today that one thing that has been helping me in a way is because I'm actually being there on the social media and people actually reckoning with me. Okay, you can do this, you can do that. Because if you say, okay, you're working with a firm, if any clients walk into the office, definitely that client is for the firm, not for
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
So when do you want to build your client base? So be known for something. It could be on social media. It could be what your friends just see you do often. And I'm actually working on another video about things I wish I knew before I became a lawyer. One thing is your first 1, 2, 3 briefs it will definitely come from friends and family.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. So if those people know if okay, this is what this person do, they will definitely come to you.
Yeah.
Can they consult you on real estate? Can they consult you on business? Just like my friend,
Yeah.
my colleague here too. So you just need to be known for something. You can also belong to the general legal practice. What I'm saying should not be everywhere is you should probably okay. The way I have a YouTube channel and I'm putting out content on my Instagram. I'm also putting out content like legal advice and all of that. So people can actually know okay, this is what you do. You're a lawyer, or this is an aspect of law that you do, even though you're doing the general legal practice. Like she said, nobody should come to you and can you do this? And you be like, no, I don't have an idea. A lawyer can ask you and you say you don't have an idea. But if somebody is coming, a potential client, you shouldn't say that you don't have an idea.
Can connect them with someone.
Yes. So that is the aspect of the general legal practice. But what I'm saying, be known for something is just for you to attract clients. It's for you to attract people so that you can get some money. So I don't really want to say too much on that. And I feel you also understand me. So let me just
Yes.
allow
So
Ruth.
on even this being known for something, cool, there are even two dimensions to it because there are people like, for instance, with all due respect, we have lawyers that they are into makeup and there's really nothing wrong with it. But you are a lawyer. Today you are posting CAC registration. Tomorrow you are selling black soap. Next tomorrow you are selling wigs and hair accessories. And the next other day you're doing something else. And you're not an influencer. Oh. Do you get what I'm saying? So you will just be confusing your village people. They will not even know. I said you'll be confusing your clients, right? So if you want to be a lawyer, be a lawyer. And nothing stops you from running other businesses, but you don't have to run it as a lawyer. You can run it differently. You can run it separately. Do you get what I'm saying? You can have a separate page for it where you create awareness for that. But for this law practice, be known for it. Be known for it. Give it your time. So I'm going
Wait,
to
before your point, she just that point she mentioned is actually so beautiful, honestly speaking. Because I could remember when I'm still trying to find my feet in a good profession, at least to be having little money and all of that. So then I think I started selling clothes. But all this ukrika,
Thrift.
yes, thrift. I started it. And my friend then will ask me, why don't you post this thing on your WhatsApp status? I'll be like, no. I actually do not. This point you just made, you just explained now. That was
Yeah.
not the point for me. But I just feel like it wasn't the way you said it for me. But I just feel these people know me to be a lawyer. I can't be posting this thing. Rather, I opened an Instagram page and I started posting there. Definitely, my identity is not known there. You understand? So that is a beautiful point, and I just needed to add that.
and it's not, it doesn't actually mean that those things are
I
low.
know, they
It
are
doesn't mean that
they
too.
are
It just
good.
means that if you want to do it, you want to eat a frog, eat a juicy one. So if you want to sell anything, sell it with your full
Yeah,
chest. Don't add
yes.
this with law. We now want to do law, do law. Do you get what I'm saying? So that way is going to help you. My own point would be open to mistakes. I've talked about confidence. I talked about proactiveness. Then I'm talking about being open to mistakes. You see, in this profession, you will make mistakes. I kid you not. Let me not even lie. See, let me not even lie to you. You are going to see shege in some form. You might see premium shege, different kinds of shege. And it's okay. You meet clients that would insult you. There was one client, in fact, more than even likely esteem you. There was one that said, I went for a matter. I think that was when I was in Zaria. He said, me, I was just very small in the court. I was the smallest in the court, but I was just vibrating. He did not know what I was saying. It was because he was speaking Hausa. It was my principal that was not telling him. I helped him. We were able to get justice for the case. But his own part was that I was just very small. As a matter of fact, when people see me in real life, they cannot really relate. The person that have been relating with them, the person that they have been talking with on phone, and really, it's not my business. You are responsible for your reaction and your perception. But here's what I'm saying: you're going to make mistakes. There was one that happened. This time I was already done with service, but just shortly after I was done with service, my boss asked me to go to another lower court. I went. The client was normally now, you apply for bail immediately. They will take them to prison. And I went for the matter because it was like three courts, and the judges were sitting in chamber. So when we were in the court, they would just call your case.
You go there.
And you go, me, I went for the wrong matter. I just ran because I was late. I just ran in and announced appearance for another person, asked for bail for another person, and finished. So when I finished, I now saw the person that I went for. Now you can laugh at me, oh boy. And instead of me now to talk to, because the client was actually supposed to give me appearance fee. But how can I collect appearance fee? The one I went for did not give me appearance fee because he did not send me to. Then this one now how will I even explain? I can still remember the name of the client. I called my boss. That my boss said, are you call yourself a lawyer? Hey, that day like this, I wanted to run into the center of the road and let a running car hit me. Let me just go. Because I had never felt that way in my life. See, you will make mistakes. That's just the truth. There are times, even now, I make mistakes. I don't even make one profit from it. But I bear the consequences. And you guess what? We move. We do what? We move. Don't kill yourself about mistakes. That's just the truth. I'm not saying you should be careless, but no, definitely, assuredly, verily, verily, I say unto you, you shall make mistakes in this profession. So just be open to it. And finally, I would like to also say that work with other lawyers. Have a support group, have people of like passion. For instance, if you're into real estate, have others that are into real estate that can tell you the real drill. If you're into corporate law, have people in that corporate. If you're into litigation, have two, three people that you can always call and ask for ideas. Have people that are your what are you calling it? Your contemporaries. Have people that you look up to. It will help you to balance it. Those that you look up to will help you to correct. Those that you are working with, you can learn from each other. I think that's it.
Thank you, Ruth.
You're welcome.
That mistake what you made mention, it is absolutely correct.
Hey, God.
Absolutely. When I started practicing, like the very first year, serving as a core member, so I was given a file to go to in Bini, one market. I forgot the name of that market. There is one. Is it what called? I can't really remember. So I was there, and the other council just came. I didn't even know I've forgotten. But basically, the other countries, there are a lot of mistakes on our originating processes that should apply to the court and withdraw it. Verily, truly rather, I withdrew the application, not knowing to me that it's as good as we don't have any. Yes,
Yes.
I just felt, if I withdraw this particular
You replace it.
process, there's another process in court, or probably I will replace it.
Did you
Only
know
for the court to make the ruling like,
you don't have anything before?
yes, that since I made the application and my process is now hereby being withdrawn and the matter is being struck out. I was like, Jesus. That day, the way you said you cried, oh my God.
Like I see, I'm not a lawyer.
But there are good principles that they will still take that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's one of those things. Honestly speaking, That my principal then, Chris Anokam, we still communicate today, and that's another thing. You need to build a relationship with these people. Even though
Yeah.
I'm in Abuja, I still handle cases for him in Abuja. In
Yeah.
order not to digress, my point is just that mistake is bound to happen.
Ah.
Even as
Very,
human beings,
very.
definitely will make a lot of mistakes,
Don't
and
beat
you get to
yourself.
learn from it. And I think it's also part of the learning process.
Yeah.
That mistake now, definitely, if somebody is going to the cult, I'll be like, oh, do this, do that. I can also impart that knowledge on them, like, because of that mistake I made.
Yeah.
So please don't feel bad. The mistake is just part of it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.
Thank
Please
you.
drop in the comment section if you have any question. And also, I needed to appreciate Ruth. I also add the link to our YouTube channel on in the description box. So thank you guys, and I will see you in another video. We will see you in another video.
Bye.